What's going on? We back. It's the Boxing Clinic and more. Walking the dog right now. Talking about this Mikey Garcia situation. What's going on? Everybody that's gonna join. Yes. I was thinking because he kind of made that decision. He kind of waffled on that IBF and WBC lightweight and junior welterweight. Don't get this guy past. He's been worming his way around 30. Hey, and I'm not gonna give him a pass. And I like him. A lot of dudes think I be hating, but I just be talking facts about the guy, man. And I got much love for Mikey Garcia. Before he went on this little time off, he was probably one of my favorite fighters when he was fighting. Roman Martinez and Slido fight. The Slido fight was a little questionable though because they stopped it because of his nose, but Slido was coming on fast. Hard, and he had dropped Slido like 4 or 5 times in that contest too. But yeah, other than that, he ever since he came back, it's like his whole career is being predicated on being a star, and he trying to be a star. He trying to be a star, and like he just trying to say, oh, I'm just trying to be great and move around and stuff of that nature. And I don't think it's just that he trying to be great. I think he was probably one of the first people they contacted to be in the World Boxing Super Series tournament for the 140-pound division. And I think that kind of went into his decision to move back down to 35. And shit, I ain't got no good, so I'm putting on the dog for now. But yeah, it went into his decision. I'm trying to tell you because at first it was sourced and rumored. What's going on? Compton in the house. MCA. DJ Quick, NWA. Compton got some nice hip hop lineage. But back on the topic of discussion, yeah, he was probably one of the first people they contacted. I guarantee you that. Mikey Garcia was one of the first people they contacted about getting the World Boxing Super Series tournament, and I think he ended up saying, I'm good, and I think when he found out that other people was going to participate in that tournament and it was going to be 2, other champions, at least relic, that was going to participate in that tournament, I think I'm going to go back down to 135. Quite honestly, I really do believe that, man. I do believe that factored in to him switching his mind from defending the 140 to going back to 135 because, in my opinion, the fight with Robert Easter Jr. has reached his expiration date. And it was Mikey Garcia's fault. He should have fought Robert Easter Jr. when he still had somewhat of a solid name out here. People respected Robert Easter Jr., man. Before, even after the Shavkov fight, people said, if he loses height. But when the smaller guy, Javier Fortuna, ran up on him and hurt him and was putting that education on his ass, after that fight, a lot of people lost confidence in Garcia. A lot of people. Robert Easter Jr. So that fight was hot. If he would have really jumped on that fight after he beat Browner, it'd have been Lil Bro, taking up for Big Bro. It would have been a fight that would have been a hot ticket wherever. For the most part, I won't say it's going to be no mega fight. But he didn't capitalize on that situation. He didn't capitalize on it. When he didn't capitalize on that, everybody's opinion, even if you had a shitty opinion about Robert Easter Jr., you thought he would be competitive a little bit with Mikey Garcia. Now nobody thinks he's going to be competitive with Mikey Garcia. Nobody. He might open up to a 5-1 dog. He may. And if he does, I wouldn't be surprised if it's bigger than that. But yeah, I just find it funny that this tournament started coming together, and he wanted to talk about, he felt good at 140 versus Broner. He felt good versus Lipinets, even though Lipinets was tougher than a lot of y'all anticipated. But I told y'all, Sergey Lipinets wasn't no hoe. Only reason I ended up picking Lipinets over Mikey, because I thought it was actually that close until I broke down the film, because Lipinets' footwork was novice. It was very, very rookie-ish, to be polite. And that was the difference in the fight. If his footwork was together, he was going to be able to land way more plush and have way more leverage than he had. You know? Oh, hey, it's playing horseshoe. It's a big thing out here. They don't know. I was a champion when I was younger in horseshoe. I ain't going to take them old niggas' money. But, But, yeah, Dum Dum here ran into the horseshoe pit one day. Yeah, would have got fucked up by a horseshoe. But, no you don't. I see what you're doing. But yeah, he, you know, I think that decision kind of went into like, yeah, I know people gonna say why he wasn't in the tournament. He got the IBF belt, the WBA champion in there. Regis didn't pass up his WBC title shot to be in it. I know people will be thinking like that. And it'd have been a bad PR hit. Because let's be honest, casual people don't know who Regis Prograis is for the most part, okay? We can be honest with ourselves on that one. We know who he is. We want to see him fight Mikey Garcia, especially if Mikey Garcia, especially if Mikey Garcia, you know, has a, especially if Mikey Garcia, excuse me, switch back, I got some shade now. Especially if Mikey Garcia has any ambitions on fighting Regis Prograis. So, yeah, Prograis a beast. He just ain't been tested for real. He wasn't going to be tested versus Jose Ramirez, though. I tell you that right now. That wasn't going to be no test. That was going to be a ass whooping. And Bob Arum knew that shit. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You know, Pimp and Edwin. You know, Pimp said Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia, he dodged a real competition, man. And that's real. That's factual, man. And I like the guy Mikey Garcia a lot, man. I really do. I think he has great potential. And a lot of these guys, I'm going to get back to the Mikey shit, but a lot of these guys... Sorry, sir. But a lot of these guys, you know, they want to pick their fights, but they ain't really earned that right to pick their fights, man. You know, they really haven't earned that, man. And a lot of guys want to be Floyd Mayweather. What's going on, Trey? They want to be Floyd Mayweather. You know, they want to pick their fights. They want to be Pacquiao and sit down with Arum and discuss a 6-month plan to build a pay-per-view. What's going on, Curtis Anderson? I'll be seeing you in the comment section. I got you. What up, Josh Pop? How Loma at 35? If you was Mikey, you wouldn't do that. Yeah, I would do Loma at 35, but I'm gonna explain that in a minute. But a lot of these guys want to be in the position. They think they got Al, and they think they Floyd Mayweather, like a guy go out there in the streets and sell a dime bag and think he Big Meech or fucking whoever. You know, it don't work that way. You gotta still put that work in. And for Mikey Garcia, you know, he ain't really put that work in. He building it, and I think a lot of people got a lot of respect for Lipinets now. You know, I told you that Lipinets was an advanced fighter for 11 or 12 fight pro. You know, they think Floyd done fucked the game up, man. I'm not saying that he did it on purpose or not, you know. I'm just saying his little realm of thinking and how he moved, people caught the tail end of that pretty boy, and mostly caught the majority of Money Mayweather. They caught the drift of that money, and they was like, shit, if he do that, I got Al Heyman, I could do the same thing he do. But it don't work like that, bro. It don't work like that. You still got to put that work in. And Mikey got to put that work in with contenders. He got to fight contenders. He got to fight guys that's like a Lipinets, you know, guys that's like a Relic, guys that's like a Regis Prograis and Josh Taylor. If he truly want to be great and put that work in that Floyd put in. Floyd and Pacquiao put an amazing body of work before they really reached that high recognition phase in their career that they got. And Mikey, he ain't did that yet, because when he was at the smaller weight classes, he didn't fight you know, Lopez in his prime. He didn't fight Rocky Martinez. He was close to being good, but he ain't never really been shit, you know, as far as elite. He just on the fringe of being elite. He didn't fight a Gamboa. You know what I'm saying? You know, he didn't fight those guys that was down there and that was prevalent at the time. I can't remember all of them. But Yeah, I would agree. Loma and Mikey is bigger than that. It's in Breeze's progress. You definitely on cue and on point on that. Definitely, man. That's no argument right now. But Bob Arum not about to make that fight, homie. He ain't gonna make that fight. Um, he ain't gonna make that fight with Mikey and Lomachenko. He say, "Oh, this or Ray Beltran gonna be next." Are you crazy? It's gonna be Ray Beltran. That's why they got Ray Beltran that vacant WBO belt, because Ray Beltran is under top rank. He's gonna willingly fight Lomachenko, knowing that don't have a chance in hell, and they gonna compensate him on his way out. Please smash that like button. I appreciate it. You know, he know that Bob Arum not gonna make that fight, and Mikey gonna. And even if Bob Arum was willing to give Mikey a fair deal, all Mikey got to do is say, "Well, the deal wasn't fair, and Bob tried to lowball me," and everybody already got their minds made up about Bob Arum. Like, oh yeah, he probably did lowball Mikey Garcia. He could show you in the manuscript and in the contract and show you where he gave Mikey Garcia a good payday. But Bob Arum is known for being such a famous liar, and he said he was a liar. He said today I'm lying, or tomorrow I'm telling the truth, or some shit he say. So, pretty much he can wiggle his way out of that situation. They gonna do Lomachenko if he beats Linares and Ray Beltran, and it might be something in the contract where it might be something in the contract where it be like Linares might have something hooked up to fight Ray Beltran and unify, because Lomachenko has yet to unify. At a division yet. The 126 he just held the WBO, I believe. 130 he just held the WBO. So this is going to be his first non-WBO title. And we know a lot of people don't have a lot of respect for the WBO title. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't respect that title, man. We was talking about a little bit yesterday on one of the live streams that I'm having to finish off these doggy treats and shit, man. I gotta get up some sit. There you go. Yeah. A lot of people, they don't respect that WBO. They should respect that WBA to us, because it was one of the first titles you needed to be undisputed. It was one of the first real titles, if not the first. It was before the WBC. Because Donald Curry held the WBA and I think the IBF to be the first undisputed champion at welterweight, I believe, or something like that, or the first two belt divisions. I don't know how it went. I done researched that so long ago. You want some more? Yeah, he did that. So, excuse me, y'all. Come on. There you go. Go play a game with it. But yeah, Mikey Garcia, what up, though? Mikey Garcia will be a guy that say, oh, I want to fight Terrence Crawford. Crawford move up to 140. Now he want to move up to 140 and get a belt and fight Broner. I don't want to fight Earl Spence, But it might be reality right now for him. Because guess what? This is the situation, and this is the play for Mikey Garcia, man. Taylor gonna beat the shit out of Postal. Postal done, man. He fought last September, the same day as Canelo and Triple G, and he got dropped by an unknown guy in the Ukraine, man. And he knew Regis Progress was gonna end that career, so it'll be a good fight. But he going over to the UK to fight. The UK to fight Josh Taylor. So, I give Postal a chance. I ain't gonna say he got zero shot, because at the end of the day, the Iceman, he could fight. But but yeah, other than that, Mikey Garcia gonna be in a tough position, because we remember him saying that I'm only gonna come back down to 135 for one fight, and other than that, everybody else got to see me at 140 or above that. So that one fight like it's gonna be Robert Easter Jr. July 28th, and that's fine. That's a solid fight. It's a fight that could have did better. After he beat Adrian Broner, he should have fought him in February instead of Lipinets. He wanted to go for history and fight Lipinets. He did that, and I'll speak on that in a second again too. But now, if he really done fighting at 135 after this, and it's a tournament going on, and two of the major belts are already in the 140-pound World Boxing Super Series tournament. The vacant IBF is in there. The WBA champion Relic is in there. WBC champion is tied up with Jose Ramirez. That's the top ranked belt right now. Stop. Fat. Yeah, that belt is already in there. All right. Look, that belt is already in there, boy. You really can't find the fool, my nigga. Well, you can have fun doing that. He right here. Trying to sniff a doggy treat that's totally the other way. It's my finger in this dumbass phone, OtterBox. There we go. He right here trying to find a doggy treat that I gotta help him find. Come on. Cause we don't waste no doggy treats over here. I ain't rich. What's that? Dude, nigga, you ran on the doggy treat. but yeah. But other than that, he don't have too many options, y'all. He don't have no options because at 140, especially if the Terry Flanagan and Maurice Hooker winner gets in the tournament. What if that Terry Flanagan Hooker going to get in the tournament? He ain't gonna fight Regis. He not gonna fight Prograis. Not Prograis, but Jose Ramirez, because that's the top ranked fighter. They not doing that. You know, they not gonna put him in the Regis. They not gonna put him in with Mikey. Okay, so that's the belt he can't fight for. Terry Flanagan and Maurice Hooker, if they can get the winner of that fight in the tournament, that's 3 of the major belts in one tournament. So, you know what I'm saying? Even if they don't get him in the tournament, you think Mikey Garcia gonna go to the UK and get a belt from Terry Flanagan, or you think he gonna this motherfucker eat anything? But you think he gonna fight Maurice Hooker, who ain't no pool nowhere? You know, he from Dallas, but other than that, a lot of people don't know who he is. He like a 6 foot, 140 pounder. And that's probably going to be dangerous for Mikey Garcia, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, at this point, his options is, if he can't make 135, yeah, I know he ain't nothing special, but Flanagan going to demand that he come over to the UK. And if he don't, if he beat Flanagan, he can call himself a 2-time 140-pound champion, but I mean, I don't know if that's good enough, man. You know, for him. But I mean, is he gonna go up to 147 at the 35 and hop over 140 and go 147 to keep his word and face Errol Spence? I mean, what is he gonna do? Because all these fighters gonna be in this tournament unless he gonna fight. Unless they gonna have one spot left, and Mikey Garcia gonna take that last spot in the tournament. But I'm telling you, he ain't that type of fighter. He not a tournament. He don't have a tournament mentality of a fighter, man. He don't want to fight any and everybody anywhere. Regis Prograis, he hungry right now for that shit. You know, Shut up, LT. I might even know who the fuck you is before I kick your ass out. Don't even know shit he talking about. What it stands for? Lettuce, tomato, lame testicles. But I'm not sure when it starts. It got to start pretty soon. I guess the championship season not over with yet. The first season not over with. So they got one more weight class to announce. They doing bantamweight, 140 pound, and Regis didn't move up till Crawford moved up. Nah, Regis was already at 140. What you talking about? He was already at 140 pounds. So that's not good enough. You mean if you moved up in competition? I mean, a lot of people just surfaced when Crawford left. I mean, he was holding all the belts. Ain't nobody really want to fight Crawford for real at that point. He was in rare form at 140. He was in very, very rare form. So I'm not gonna say anybody ain't really want to fight him because Mikey Garcia didn't legitimately move up until he moved up and vacated some belts. So, but it is what it is. Yeah, Regis will fight anybody. You know, he told Crawford to his face, "I'll fuck you up," and Crawford told him. Well, matter of fact, Crawford said, "I'll fuck you up first," and then Regis told Crawford, "I'll fuck you up." So, you know, at the end of the day, I think Regis Prograis may be the most unknown favorite to win the tournament right now. I think he gonna open up a lot of people's eyes internationally in this 140-pound tournament. But I'm pretty sure Mikey Garcia was the first guy to get an invite. I guarantee you that he was the first guy to get that invite. And I think at that point when he got that invite, the guy out of Sweden, I haven't checked him out, but yeah, he got 18-0 with 11 knockouts, I think. But or 11 or 12 knockouts. But I believe that I think Mikey Garcia bought it. He, they told him that about it. Yeah, you want to get in the tournament, it'll be good cachet and good, you got good charisma to really make our tournament jump. and I think he declined, and that's when he dropped his IBF title, and that's when he went back down to 35. I think that's exactly how it pretty much happened for him. But like I said, I knew he's not the tournament type, man. But I think this is a good thing for the World Boxing Super Series tournament to fight at 140. Honestly, I think it's a great opportunity for a lot of them unknown guys like Relic, like the guy from Sweden, Ivan, like Ryan Martin, who's a big 5'11", 140 pounder American guy. Yeah. Jose Ramirez already said he's not getting in, bro. He fighting Danny O'Connor in Fresno coming up. You know, he fighting a dude in Fresno, so that ain't even ranked inside top 15. I mean, yeah, you could say it's way more money at 135, but how much more money, to be honest? Because ain't nobody bringing no big money at 135, and he not gonna make the money that Mikey Garcia is not gonna make the money at 135 that he will make in winning the World Boxing Super Series tournament. Those purses and the ultimate prize that you get is big money. That's a lot of money you gonna walk away with. I think overall prize is split between like $30,000. So between two tournaments, the winner of that whole tournament, the super middleweight division, in the you bet not, nigga. Grab your leash. You looking like it. But yeah, that's looking like the money is good though. You might could walk away with $10 million, and for them, I mean, that's just for winning the tournament in itself. You know, that's just in winning the tournament for itself. So the prize money, y'all flip it on that. And then also, shut up. Sit down. You don't bark at kids. Sit down. There you go. Put the kid bark on fucking television. Fucking kid barker. Yeah, you barking at kids. You better not. You better not bark at her neither. Sit down. Guess he called himself having my back, y'all. Can't be mad at that. He doing his job, but not at kids and girls. Sit down. But yeah, it's a lot of money involved in that World Boxing Super Series tournament. Smash that like button if you ain't already smashed it. If you ain't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe as well. But you know, that's a lot of money involved too. He not gonna make that money fighting at 135 that he'll make at 140. That's facts right there. You know, as far as the tournament wise. But like I said, Lomachenko ain't gonna bring no big person either. Him and Lomachenko might make what, $2 or $3 million at the most a piece, or around average an $8 million fight a piece. That ain't no huge money. As far as what he trying to be a pay-per-view star, it's not a huge money. So for him, that ain't the biggest purse that he gonna be looking at, you know. So he fight Robert Easter Jr. What you say? That's probably $2 million for him, and probably like what, $900K or $1 million for Robert Easter Jr. Okay, he fight Lomachenko, they might go $2 million a piece, or 3 to him and 1.5 or 2 million, however you want to size Lomachenko. That's it, you know, because Linares, after he get destroyed Saturday, or if Linares destroy Lomachenko, the other one ain't gonna be relevant for a minute. So Robert Easter Jr. and Lomachenko, he might walk away with about $7 million when you can fight Regis Prograis or fight in a tournament and probably make shit. You know, with you probably can make $2 million a fight. It's about It's about 2 rounds. It's about 2 rounds in a tournament, or 3 rounds, including the finals. Yeah, 3 rounds including the final. You probably get $2 million a round. That's 6, and then you get the 10 or 15 million on top of that as prize money. So you walking away with $21 million, I believe. You know, in the tournament. But then again, the degree of difficulty of fighting in a tournament is tough. It's tough, the degree of difficulty in the tournament. But I'm saying after this, if he beats, let's say he beat Robert Jr. and he don't get the Lomachenko fight, what does he do? Fight Linares? And the only way he fights Linares is if it's controversial between Linares and Lomachenko. So what is the plan at 135 for Mikey Garcia, to be honest? What is the plan? If, yeah, Robert Jr. has some close calls, man. Richard Comey was a close fight. Shavakov was a close fight. Javier Fortuna was a close fight. I mean, Robert Jr. ain't really did shit since Mendez. You know, we thought he had mad potential when he beat Mendez, but that didn't work out that way. But if he beat Mikey Garcia, Josh, I think it was Josh Flagstaff. If he beat Mike Garcia, somebody gonna be a rich motherfucker. Probably Adrian Broner gonna bet on Robbie Easter Jr. He gonna be rich, but he ain't training right, man. His dad coaching him with Mike Stafford. They ain't training him right, man. They wasting that guy's career, but that's neither here nor there. Um, he says Wolf tickets. Lennard's been stopped 3 years. Lennard's been stopped back-to-back times. He got stopped versus Antonio DeMarco on cuts. He got stopped by Sergio Thompson, and it was one more guy who stopped him before that. So, and based off of Linares' resume, he rebuilt his career at the back-to-back stoppages against DeMarco and who was it? DeMarco and Sergio Thompson. He went over to Japan and got a promoter in Japan, and they rebuilt his career. And his career has basically been built on beating up UK fighters and beating up Japanese, or rebuilding his career in Japan. So that's his career. His career was built on. Most people just look at his hand speed and say, look what he's doing versus Gesta. Or look what he's doing versus Luke Campbell, which Luke Campbell was an excellent gold medal winner in the 2012 London Games. He brought home the bacon for his country. But as a professional fighter and a guy who's broke down film on Luke Campbell has a lot of potential as a puncher, but he's missing that dirty, nasty you need as a professional fighter. Luke Campbell doesn't punch through the target on a professional level. He has potential to be one of the hardest punchers at 135, but he don't punch through the target. He don't seem confident in his offensive attack, in my opinion. He was winning that fight. Did you even watch it? He dropped Salido, bum ass. Yeah, he was winning the fight. Yeah, he beat Salido. I just said that. But at the end of the day, he broke his nose. And then he found the way out. He quit. That was everybody said. And I seen it. He quit. Salido was coming on hard. He quit. But if you're trying to make a triangle between Salido, Lomachenko, and Mikey Garcia, that don't mean shit. Styles make fights. Garcia destroys Robbie Jr. Lomachenko destroys Linares. Yeah, I think it depends on what type of beard Robbie Jr. got. I mean, Mikey is a powerful puncher at 135, but I think Robbie Jr. make it to see the final bell. The point is he got out the fight. Thurman and Josh, fought through those broken noses. Yep. Campbell similar to Tank in a way both young need to work to be start. Campbell and Tank ain't nothing alike. Tank got real professional talent. Tank is a real talent. Luke Campbell is an unsure, not confident fighter. And that's real. And it seemed like he gained some confidence. Get your ass back. I'm gonna play. Get on. He gained some confidence. Go be great. No, you can't, because some kids walking over here. But he gained some confidence versus Jorge Linares. He did. And I think he fought this past weekend or whatever fight they had in the UK. So I think he fought then. So I don't know how he been looking since then, but he gained some confidence in that fight. But Tank and him, Tank is a supreme talent. Tank is a fucking idiot though, man. Riding around with Broner doing dumb shit. I wish Tank had like 3 or 4 more inches on him. Yeah, that'd be nice for him. Look, hold on, y'all. Sit down. Lay. There we go. Lay. But yeah, I wish he had 3 or 4 more inches on him, man. Yeah, he said yeah. But maybe that's what make him Gervonta Tank Davis. That strong stature he got. Well, Campbell has stepped up to fight the top fighters, but Tank hasn't. I mean, Linares ain't a top fighter though. I don't care what y'all say. Linares ain't no different from Jose Pedraza. He might be a little bit better athletic wise, but his career, he's been stopped 3 times. At least Jose Pedraza stopped Tevin Farmer. He did stop Tevin Farmer. Who the fuck has Linares beat? Don't you do it. Yeah, but who's Jose Pedraza beat, man? I mean, who did Jorge Linares beat? How is Linares a top fighter, bro? Who has he beat? Y'all kill me saying, oh, this guy Triple G's a top fighter, which, I give him that. Linares a top fighter, or this guy is once in a generation type fighter. But guess what? Who did he beat? To be the top fighter, don't you got to beat a top fighter? To beat a top fighter, don't you have to beat a top fighter? Ain't that part of the protocol? Get the fuck out of here. Anthony Corella is a fucking garbage, man. Get the fuck out of here. Don't bring that UK bullshit over here. Oh, what's the dude that knocked Jorge Linares down? What's the dude that knocked Jorge Linares down from the UK? Was it Kevin Mitchell? He dropped Jorge Linares, man. Get out of here. Don't put Anthony Corella. Who did he beat? We just talked about him building his career and building his career back up in the UK. And no disrespect to the UK, but Corella and fighting Corella twice, Kevin Mitchell, whatever the dude's name, he bought Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell was the best of the group in my opinion. I know he wasn't the most proven. What's going on, Ronaldo? I know he wasn't the most proven, but from a talent standpoint, Luke Campbell might have been the more talented than them. He just didn't have the experience. Yeah, for sure. Linares will fight Mikey. Will Mikey fight Linares is the question. If you want to see a lightweight unification clash, you want to be rooting for Linares Saturday night. You know, but my whole point of this video, we getting a little bit off topic. And Burns, who beat Crawford, get the fuck out of here. Burns did not beat no Crawford. No, they were world title holders, bro. Champions are what Keith Thurman was before he turned pussy. What Manny Pacquiao was well, I can't say Pacquiao, whatever weight you want to talk about. World champions is what Andre Ward was at super middleweight, what Golovkin is right now, even though he got his titles by I don't want to talk about him, but you get it. Yeah, I mean Crawford who beat Burns. What you say? No, I said Crawford who beat Burns that's a perfect example, dog. Ricky Burns ain't never been shit, bro. Y'all can say it to his blue in his face. He didn't ride more motherfuckers than the movie, and then the movie, that group with the people from the town movie that was with Ben Affleck and shit. You know, he ride more people than they ride banks, bro. So you could say, oh, he fought this. Where's Perez at now? Now, if you tell me Corella beat a Juan Marquez or Miguel Vasquez or Brandon Rios at 135, or beat a Terrence Crawford, or if he even beat a Raymundo Beltran, man, which Ricky Burns did not beat Raymundo Beltran. You know, that's what I'm saying. You know, I mean, you telling me, where is this fantastic fight that Linares has won? It's not there. Every time he stepped up, he got sparked out. And it's just God honest truth, dog. What's going on, Mr. Pierre? Yeah, blessings. Brandon Rios was the shit at 135 until he started getting weight drained. Brandon Rios was body bagging niggas till my man's boxed him up, though. What's the old boy name? Ricardo Abreu. You know, Brandon Rios beat Anthony Peterson. And I interviewed Austin Trout way back when, and he said Anthony Peterson was stopping all of them in the amateurs, dog. You would be amazed at Anthony Peters' body count. He fucked his own career. But the point I'm making about Mikey Garcia family is the fact that what is he going to do? Because he can't go back up to 140 because ain't nothing going to be there. You know. I don't show. He destroyed Rios today. He ain't destroying no Rios in his prime. Stop playing with me. Sit down. You got this motherfucking leash wrapped around me. You be doing too much, dog. But yeah, Corella would not destroy Brandon Rios, the one that beat Anthony Peterson that was twinning through the middleweight, lightweight division. Comparing the guy fighting at a weight versus the guy going. I'm just talking about Rios when he was at 35. Yeah, what's going on with Walter? Yeah, Rios at 35 would destroy most of them cats. He would have beat Jorge Linares at 35, bro. He would have stopped Linares at 35. I'm confident in that. You know, Gamboa was the same guy that wanted to fight Terrence Crawford, but he wouldn't fight Brandon Rios at 135. Yeah, Jose. Yeah, he didn't entertain it. They asked him. I'm pretty sure that was the first guy they reached out to. And they probably reached out to Broner, too. And that's why Broner trying to play that faggot-ass 144-pound shit with Timothy Bradley and Jesse Vargas in a rematch. That's why he doing it. They reached out to Broner, too. You know? And Broner... 144. Now he want to be the catchweight king, but peep out how pussy Broner is, bro. Let's keep it real. Did he offer Omar Figueroa for 144-pound catchweight? That's how he knew Omar Figueroa was gonna fuck him up. Yeah, I mean Crawford, man. Crawford not even thinking about Regis Progress, man. And obviously Regis Progress ain't thinking about 147 pounds. So for him, no. For him, no. Not right now. I mean, eventually, yeah. I think Regis and Crawford can happen. Yeah, I think if Regis is able to win this tournament, like I said, it won't like this tournament unless Mikey Garcia, Broner jump in it or something like that. Another high-profile American jump in this tournament. It's gonna be off TV. It's gonna be international. So Regis Progress is gonna be about $20 million richer, whatever the prize is this year, and he gonna be internationally famous. But he won't be famous in his own country because they won't show it on TV unless HBO picks it up or ESPN Top Rank picks it up, or they put it on the ESPN Plus app. And I think we all would say that the ESPN Plus app on $5 subscription would jump if they were to do that. Because I'm gonna pay it for the Crawford Horn, and I might continue to keep it because they do have some solid content on there. But if they put the World Boxing Super Series tournament on ESPN Plus app, I will pay the $5 for that shit to see it, though. Because that bantamweight tournament, dog, from how they lining that shit up, that's gonna be the greatest thing ever in the sport of boxing. Then they might be doing a light heavyweight tournament, or they might be doing a super middleweight tournament again, for what I understand. So that'll be, if it ain't gonna be on HBO, ain't gonna pick it up or ESPN Plus. Maybe they should partner with YouTube Red to show it. You know, and YouTube Red is begging for people to pay for YouTube Red. So that's just a couple ideas they can get to do that. Yeah, Broner think Josh Broner think he Super Canelo weight. Is PBC done with Broner or he trying to rebuild it? So nah, PBC ain't done with Broner. They didn't done too much for Broner. Showtime and PBC. Nah, he just trying to go get a pay-per-view fight. He trying to reach the money. He knows his expiration date. That Jesse Vargas was the best thing that happened for him. To think that for it to be a draw other than a win, for it to be a draw, it's like, yeah, people think I'm back now. I can fight Bradley on pay-per-view. He wanted to fight Thurman because he was calling out Thurman, but Thurman not squeezing down with them titties below 47. His titties almost big as mine and shit. Regis should fight Omar. That would be a good fight. Yeah, I agree. That's a good fight, but I mean, that's gonna be a 47 fight. We're gonna talk about Regis Progress in a minute. You're right. Mikey slick as shit. People always underestimate how quiet and humble. Like Mikey has no motive. Mikey has yet to be a live black man. I mean, you know. At the lower weight classes, he ain't had an opportunity to be nobody black. Like I said, he extended the offer to change Tank life. Because Tank was getting out of Baltimore, okay? He was getting away from Baltimore. And, you know, he chose to go train with Kevin Cunningham and Broner, who about 6 months before that was bad-mouthing Tank. Y'all, he was talking shit about Tank. They was on Kevin Cunningham's little show, and they was talking shit about Tank. So that's something to look at as well. But he chose to skip over to Robert Garcia Boxing Academy, and that would have been huge for him. To train with Robert Garcia, Big G, and Mikey Garcia, you know, that would have been huge, man. You know, he would have been a way better fighter than what he gonna be with Kevin Cunningham. But hey, that's neither here or there. But yeah, let me go. That's fine. It's not like he was making any money. Right now, 2 belts, a nice World Boxing Series purse, Regis. Yeah, I definitely support the Progress move. He gonna have an opportunity to get 2 belts and a big purse, so, and a big prize winning. So, agree, Jose. Get Spence, Bud, and Garcia and Runtime all fighting. I mean, if they can pull off that, bro. I mean, the World Boxing Series Super Series tournament already look like they gonna pull off Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn in one tournament. If they able to pull off a welterweight and get them fighting. Shit, no, you got to worry about, a network picking that up. Showtime, HBO, all them gonna pick that up with Crawford, Spence, Thurman, Garcia, all them in one tournament. That would be crazy. Well, Jose Shaka is saying that that Broner was already done before Mikey Garcia fought him. Don't worry, Porter been looking like shit. Danny will counter the fuck hell out of him. Yeah, that's what everybody was saying on Fanon's stream the other day. Omar talking about Spence Figueroa as a punching bag. Yep, that's what Spence called him. But what y'all don't know is Omar did beat him in amateurs, which don't mean nothing. But that's a big fight in Texas. If Omar Figueroa is gonna retire, that's probably gonna be the biggest purse that Omar Figueroa will get is fighting Earl Spence, and that's gonna sell out in Texas. You know, only place it won't sell out in Texas is Jerry World, and that's where the Dallas Cowboys play AT&T Stadium. That's the only place it won't sell out. So, oh yeah, hey, you right, Marquise Johnson. Top ranking Bob Arum was paid the WBC off to make that purse bid go away. That's why Regis Prograis say, you know what, Lou DiBella ain't got enough juice to overtake this guy. So that's facts. But like I said, Mikey Garcia, what's gonna be the option for him, dog? Because if the 140-pound title end up getting 3 belts together, you know, 2 belts, they got 2 of the belts in there together, and they can get the WBO champion in there. Then what he gonna do? Because he can't go back to 140 because Lippietz, he ain't gonna have no title. He might be the odd guy at the tournament, or he might decline the tournament. So Lippietz, he might be an alternate. Who is there else to fight at 140? Nobody else to fight at 140. So if he's not gonna stay at 135 and defend his WBC belt, what they gonna do? He gonna have to go stay at 35, and if him and Lomachenko not gonna fight each other, you know, it ain't no more moves unless Linares when he fight Linares. So he really gonna have to jump up to 147 if he really want that money and that notoriety. And he either gonna have to go for Spence, Thurman, which is he gonna go for Thurman. I'm telling y'all guys right now. He either gonna go for Jesse Vargas first, Thurman. Those are the 2 fighters he gonna go, or Danny Garcia. If Danny Garcia win that WBC belt, that's what's gonna happen. That's the move he gonna make. Because if Linares lose Saturday night, he beat Rob Beecher Jr. You know, Bob Arum and him ain't working together, especially if he signed with Dana White. That ain't gonna work. So he gonna have to jump up. He might jump up to a catch weight and fight Jesse Vargas at 144 as an introduction to the weight. Or he might jump up and try to fight Danny Garcia because he said he felt he beat Danny Garcia in the amateurs. He could beat him. So those are the 2 targets he gonna go for. He gonna go for Danny Garcia or Jesse Vargas. And then once he does that, oh shit, I didn't know that. Regis is signing to Lou DiBella, man. He said DiBella, I believe. Yes, DiBella. I've heard Regis is over there in Derek James' camp now. Oh yeah, they ain't fighting each other. Whoever said that, they ain't fighting each other no more. Errol and Regis. If he over in that same camp, I mean that's gonna be crazy. Derek James is gonna take Regis Prograis to the next level. If that's true, then I'm gonna have to do a video on that. But I think Mikey will beat the fuck out of Linares, man. That ain't even no motherfucking question. Y'all getting hyped up on Linares' speed, man. It's cool. He got speed. He got speed. He do. But speed don't win fights. He not slick at all. He not slick. He like Amir Khan. And I ain't saying that he the stiffest individual out there like Amir Khan. But just because your hands fast and your feet look good, it don't make you a slick fighter. He not slick. Linares' face cut up like you cut a hot and ready up, man, with a pizza slicer. All that tomato sauce and all that bullshit that's on that's his face. But yeah, back to the Mikey thing. That's gonna be his options. Or he might go for Keith Thurman. Especially Keith Thurman coming off a layoff and he can get that Keith Thurman fight. And Keith Thurman probably financially needs some money too. Yeah. Keith Thurman said, oh, y'all could beat Mikey Garcia whole ass up. He coming up 2 weight classes. You know, from 35 to 47, go ahead and make the fight, Al. Just make sure you don't get Earl Spence a ticket to come to the fight to call me out. Linares has been KO'd by brawlers in Tijuana. It's probably true. I can't remember the first guy that KO'd him. Jamel Charlo was doing an interview and said the dude from NOLA, Houston, was working with us. It has to be Regis. Research it if you can. Yeah, I'll research it. I asked my boy. He always in that camp. And he got interviews with Regis. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot him a text when I get off of here. Yeah, Linares Chin is suspect. Keith's size might be too much. Yeah, but remember, it kind of be like an even fight because Mikey did fight at 140. Coming up to 35, back to hopping over 140, 147. Keith Thurman with the elbow and the hand injury and being out of shape. It might add up, y'all. That might be an even. I mean, as far as it might be like even. You know, people might be like, yeah, okay, we see why that can happen. You know, but yeah, Mikey is Mikey, man. Yeah, and then I would love to see somebody interview, dude. Somebody need to get in touch with Ellie Sekback and ask him, hold on, and get in touch with him and see if he got the balls. Which I like Ellie Sekback. A lot of people don't because they say that he's commercial and shit in his approach, but it's a lot of niggas that know that don't know shit in boxing that interview and got a boxing opinion and shit. But he surrounded himself with people that know boxing though. Right there. Dude, you was a fucking idiot. But yeah, but yup. Yeah, so you need to get in touch with him and ask him, like, Mikey, was you invited to the World Boxing Super Series tournament? You know, and I guarantee you, you know, he probably gonna beat around. Oh no, I wasn't invited. The metrics rise and Spence has humble Thurman. Yeah, because Thurman was talking cash shit, man. Talking big boy shit. No, he was talking like he was the Don. The World Boxing Series is about unification, not a guy who already unified. That was a crazy question. I missed that one. What question was that? I don't know. Maybe talking about Terrence Crawford. But did Crawford duck the world? Yeah, no. Crawford was at 147 already, man. You know, Crawford is at 147, so yeah, no, he didn't. You can't duck nothing that you can't duck nothing that you wasn't at the weight to be a part of. Now, if they said we bringing the World Boxing Super Series to welterweight, and he didn't join, then I was like, okay, he ducked. I mean, obviously he had his reasons. Don't mean it was a duck, but yeah, but hey, like I said, I think Mikey about to make a power move. Either it's Lomachenko if Linares win. If not, he's going to shoot up to 147 and do what he got to do. Porter is 0-2 versus true 147 pounders. Talk about Sean Porter and talking about Kell Brook and Keith Thurman. Yeah, I mean, shit, they both good fighters though. I think Mikey ducked Crawford. Not sure why he wanted Earl so bad. No, he was using Earl's name, man. For some reason, he was trying to ride a Earl Spence train, man. You know, he didn't really want fight Earl Spence, man. Even his brother said, shut the fuck up. Even his brother said, shut your ass up. You don't know what the fuck that man beat your ass. Nigga think he tough though, man. But he ain't. Why did Crawford never fight Linares for a title? Did Linares even have a title when Crawford was at that division? I think he might have. Because I don't remember who he won his 140-pound title against, to be honest. But I don't know. I know that Linares is going to fight the 135-pound version of... Hold on for a minute, y'all. He was going to fight the 135-pound version of Adrian Broner. But he lost to Antonio DeMarco, so that fight didn't happen. But I think the time that Crawford probably held that belt at 135, I think Linares was rebuilding his career. Over there in Japan. So I think that I can't give you exact because I ain't got my computer with me. Obviously, I'm at the park. But yeah, I think that's what ended up happening with that situation. So, I mean, it is what it is. You know, we know what would have happened though. Crawford would have destroyed that ass. For sure. If you ain't smash that like button, go ahead and smash it. But other than that, I mean, it ain't really, you know, shit to talk about. I'm pretty sure thing Mikey did. I'm not saying I got anything concrete on it, but I just find it hard. I just find it ironic that the World Boxing Super Series tournament came up with six guys at 140 and named them, and they just got those 6 guys in the last week or two. Because Mikey, about what, 2 or 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks, about 2 or 3 or 4 weeks ago, said that I'm gonna defend my 140-pound belt for the IBF. Then he came back and said, oh no, I'm gonna defend the 35. That's why he came back and defended the 35. He was invited to the tournament, and they probably was like, look, we got. If they didn't ask him first, they probably was like, we got 5 guys that's in it already. You know, we would think about putting, or 4 guys already. We were talking to Regis, and we were talking to Ryan Martin at the time. He probably like, oh no, I'm just go back down to 35. Like I said, it's just bitch shit, dog. That shit would turn me off about fighters. But what's so funny about it is, the fighters that's really want it, the Charlos that really want that smoke with Triple G and Danny Jacobs and guys like Earl Spence and the Terrence Crawfords and the Deontay Wilders, no matter what you say about their past, oh, he ducked this guy, that guy, Wilder didn't want to fight that guy, I feel you. But you look how he fight. That motherfucker wasn't ready for nobody. You know, fucking 10 fights ago, he wasn't ready for nobody. He wasn't ready for Butterbean. You know, it took time. But now that he right, let's make it happen. Don't hide behind the fact and say, well, these guys ain't fought nobody, so Triple G ain't obligated to fight Charlo, or Keith Thurman ain't got to look his way to Earl Spence to do something. How is you going to do something and fight somebody if the somebodies won't fight you? You know? Mikey Garcia ain't beat a fucking soul that's relevant right now. He ain't beat shit. Because I was telling y'all that Lipias had a real shot. And y'all was telling me that was crazy. But after the fight, I got mad. Oh, yeah, that's the first time that I was right on some shit and say that Lipias was going to give him a tough fight. That people actually came back and said, oh, my bad. The majority of people, oh, you was right. I don't never get them props. But when a nigga wrong, niggas all in the comment section and shit. Oh, see, you don't know shit. Yeah. But where's your concrete pick at? How many picks you done miss? Yeah, I explained that yesterday. I'm not gonna go into the Charlo situation no more. Cause where was y'all reading that shit when Danny Jacobs was ducking Charlo when he ain't had shit to fight for? When Danny Jacobs was in a position of power, where was y'all at for then? Really? All of a sudden, that Charlo got a mandatory shot and got the interim title of Triple G. He wanna hone in on Triple G, and he don't have no use for Danny Jacobs no more. Now y'all want to say, oh, he said he ain't interested. Yeah, he ain't interested, because when he was interested in it, just about 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks ago, you know, ain't nobody say shit. Ain't nobody say shit. You know? So all of a sudden, Danny Jacobs had one of his worst performances since he came back from cancer. Come on, man. He had one of his worst performances since he came back from cancer. And Jacobs ducking him after that Charlo ducking him after that performance. Use our brain, man. He ain't about to help out Eddie Hearn, especially he already turned down Eddie Hearn deal. That's why Eddie Hearn wanted to sign him and his brother. So he can use them versus Kell Brook and Danny Jacobs, and he can control their career, and now it was better for him. Oh yeah, you know, if they do beat him, I got the Charlo twins. I can promote them. People pay $20 on DZN to see them fight. Fuck nah. Yeah, them niggas be drinking and shit, dog. I tell you that. He was on Instagram drunk, but one of them got a whole family, though, like 3 or 4 kids and shit. I think it's Jamal. He got a wife and everything. And I think the other one just got 1 kid, Jamil. But don't quote me on that. I don't know why he like that toy. Any toy that I pick out, this nigga hate. Any toy my girlfriend pick out, he love. Sit. Let's go. Yeah. But he happy. Hopefully them girls don't walk by. But yeah. But that's funny how shit work like that, man. It's real funny, man. But like I say, man. Jamal, yeah, Jamal won 3, 4. Yeah, yep. Jamel got one with girlfriend. Okay. My credible source told me that Triple G off to Japan to fight the Olympic gold medalist. I heard that, but then again, that could be leverage too, Fat Apples, because he supposed to be meeting with Golden Boy too, and you know it sounds like they want to make that fight happen and accommodate him. You know, they sound like they want to accommodate Golovkin a little bit, so he just using Ryota Murata as leverage though. But you forget Triple G is part Asian. Yeah, Triple G is part Asian too. So you got an Asian guy going over to Asia to fight a guy that's doing like 15 to 19 million views on TV. Shit, that's common fucking sense. Okay, it ain't go far that time. But yeah, it's common sense. That's his second biggest payday other than Canelo. He's just showing Canelo like, look here, nigga. I don't need you, nigga. I don't need you. So you can't get. I ain't mad at him. He'll go take a stance and strap his nuts on to fight Murata. I ain't mad at him. Yeah, Kazakhstan is on the border of Asia and somebody on the border of Asia and Europe. Yup, it's on the border. But his mom is Asian and his dad I think is from Russia or something like that. You know, Like I said, a lot of people say you a Triple G hater. I'm not a Triple G hater. I just want to see him do better and fight better. The dude, like people don't everybody forget, because we had a big subscriber boost of recent. Everybody forget I did a great video on him, giving him mad props for his skills. I said he's one of the top 2 fighters at cutting the ring off. I've said that. I said he got one of the best punch varieties in the game. That's mean the different punches he can throw and how well he throws them. You know, I gave him credit, but that's just the negative. Just I weigh the positive most of the time. But man, these fucking skull candies. I should have been a better decision. Canelo has a minimum Mexican base who will purchase 340K pay. Yup. So he gonna profit. I forgot how many pay-per-views it takes for you to profit off of, man. But I think it's about that. There you go. Go ahead, tire yourself out, young one. But yeah, he right. Triple H right about that. I want Water to KO, baby. Big back. Yeah, fuck that Brazil fight, man. I ain't mad at it if he fight Brazil. And I wouldn't fight nobody that's suing me, though. That's just me. I ain't fighting no nigga that's suing me. But, yeah, that's what they want to do. The Brazil fight, I ain't even interested in it. I'm interested in the Anthony-Joshua fight. Now, if I can get the Anthony-Joshua fight, I'm interested in an Ortiz rematch, or I'm really interested in the second fight for him will be a Miller rematch, a Miller fight. That's a big fight there. Yeah, Jamil probably beat Spencer at 54. That's different. That's a different ball game right there. Real different. Don't you jump? Ooh! He just hit his head on the seat. Glad it was plastic. God damn, Miles. Where your toy at? Gotta find this nigga toy. But god damn, he fucked his head up. But yeah, I agree. Charlo just a different. He a more naturally bigger guy, and he a fluid mover too. He's strong. Like I said, I think Charlo one of the most balanced fighters today. I don't see this nigga toy. This some bullshit. That's his favorite toy, and I gotta stay out here till I find it. Where's the toy, nigga? Excuse my French. But yeah, other than that, more questions. Damn shame these guys won't fight Ortiz. Nope. Dylan White talking about Joe Joyce now. Because Brosper Puev, I don't think he gonna come back to fight. He said he was so out of shape that he couldn't fight Joshua the first time. He said that before they canceled the fight. That's how I knew Carlos Takam was already training for a Wilder fight. I mean, for a Joshua fight, you know. So that ain't no, so that wasn't no shock to me. That was no shock to me at all when he canceled that fight. So I think he might fuck around and fight Joe Joyce. If the IBF eliminated. And the thing about Joe Joyce, I did a video about him and Miller. I ended up deleting it because, you know, it wasn't even worth posting no more. But Joe Joyce, the reason why Joe Joyce want to fight people now, y'all, is because Joe Joyce, he older, man. My bad. He older. So he don't got no choice, y'all, but to really go for a title run right now. He don't bring nothing to the table. He ain't gonna get you ranked. He ain't gonna get you a title shot or nothing. It's convenient for him right now. It's convenient for him. So I think Dylan White might try to fight him. I haven't seen a homie fight though. I've been trying to watch him fight. Heard he more of an athlete than a boxer. Come here. Oh, now you want some water, Negro. What else we got here? I would lean towards Ortiz over Joshua. A lot of people will. They was supposed to fight. And everybody that been rocking with me for a minute, they remember when I used to do them videos all the time. How he ducked them and then he eventually failed the PED test. But, you know, Mikey is Mikey, man. We really starting to see his true colors. And they already been there, though. You know, it ain't no chameleon where he changing his colors. He been on that whole shit though. You know, and that's a shame to say because he talk all that shit, but his actions show something different. which I'm having no success finding this nigga's toy. I'm about to go see if I can find another version of it. But if I buy it, fellas, he ain't getting like it. Whatever toy I buy, he don't like it. My girl swears he don't like her. But he come in, she picked the best toy. So I'm going to pick her up from work and have her pick the toy out. That toy gone. Yep, but, oh, there you go. I found it just when I said it. Come here. Come here. Come here. I'm all out of doggy treats. We got a hawker. Now, the more people get around, the less discipline he gets. So, I'm going to go take him to see his family in a minute. Please don't hit my dog. He's smart. Come on. Really, when I'm keeping a leash on him, I can catch him. I ain't as young as I used to be. I'm pretty much out of shape at this point. But other than that, y'all, that's it with Mikey, man. If you ain't smashed the like button and shared or subscribe or something, dislike or shout a negative comment, please do something at this point. Any more questions? If you got some more questions, I'll answer them. I got time today. Next week is my last week off, so the Stevenson fight is my last week off, so I'll be back to work, but I'm working on midnights now. It was just my last job was it was too stressful. I was in the supervisor role, and if I can go back to being a regular worker and make $5 more an hour and get paid time and a half too, paid every Thursday, I'm doing it. I'm sorry. Let's be honest. Wilder got lucky beating Ortiz. Gave him 2 rounds. You can say he got lucky or not. Y'all say that shit every Wilder fight. He knocked him out. That's what he do. He don't win rounds. He win by knockout. The Spilka fight was no, you didn't just do that. The Spilka fight was like was scaring me too. But after a while, I just say this nigga gonna knock somebody out or not. He usually do. It depends what I do for a living. It depends. Usually warehouse, warehouse, like, with car material, maybe with products, shit like that. Best way I can survive a forklift. It depends though. I'm alright at what I do. It depends. I try anything. I got experience in whatever. First responder. I went to school to be a teacher. Then I switched to computer informations. I do cutting metal. I used to cut metal and shit, mills and lathes. I've done security at the Super Bowl before. All types. I used to cook. That's when I first started my first job. I was a dishwasher trying to cook. Then I went off to college and shit and started cooking out there. When I got back home, matter of fact. So, yeah, it varies though. My dad owned a car shop, so I go there and I work there too. He breed dogs too. That's where I got him from. I'm gonna take him out there to see his family tomorrow though. He gonna be happy to see them because he ain't seen them since I got him in January. And he wasn't supposed to stay with us, but my daughter fell in love with him, and I got attached to him too, so I ain't gonna act like, I didn't as well. But yeah, but at the same time, dog, if I answer this question, I won't call Wilder being lucky because he set his punches up and he wasn't like he was throwing no look. Yeah, he was definitely setting his punches up. He was. Don't you do it. He was. He was being more methodical. I thought if he would have got out of position and started throwing windmills versus Ortiz, he would have got knocked out. But he stayed disciplined, so that's good for him. Earl is a huge 47. Would be a great fight between him and Jared Swift Hart. Yeah, I mentioned that the other day. That's a hell of a fight. Do it if you want to. Sit down. But yeah, man. Yeah, Hurd and Earl, that'd be a hell of a fight. Be a hell of a fight. This girl got a fat ass on her with her daughter. That's a fat ass. Probably ain't nothing but trouble though. I think my dog about to jump out on me, but it ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I appreciate it, Chris. Yeah, Earl and her to be a superb ass fight, man. That's a hell of a fight right there. We got back my train of thought. Um, you know, that's a tough to call. If Earl is truly strong, strong enough and got the stamina and the weight to help him get more energy and keep going far, that's a pick 'em fight right there. That's a pick 'em fight. Yeah, Hurd, Grant, Gaines, any. I mean, I think if it's 147 pounder that can beat him, it's Earl. Yeah, I think Hurd beats Charlo. No, Charlo beat Hurd. I got Charlo beating Hurd. I'm sorry, Charlo hit too hard, man. He really does. He hit too hard for Hurd. But we're gonna do another live stream later today. Gotta go get my hair chopped off, man. Tired of wearing hats and shit. But we're gonna do another live stream today. Probably about 7, a little evening 7. Depends on how my day fall. Might be a little bit earlier. But other than that, we gotta see if Charlo has a chin though. I don't think it's gonna. I mean, he gonna have to have somewhat of a chin. I think that's a valid question for both Charlo twins. Can they take it on the jaw? But only they know that, and they might not even know about their chin for sure. But a lot of the gym stories, they know what their chin is capable of. But he's so good defensively, dog. He been more offensive with Derrick James, but he's so good defensively that he's not gonna get hit by her like Lara did. Lara defense was overrated, dog. I definitely always said that his defense was massively overrated. Jamel is a good defender. He's a good defender. I saw Earl slapping when he was moving back. He'd have to hold the ground versus it. Yeah, it'll be a war. But I heard Errol Spence brings a little bit more on the table to the naked eye. And I think he been working on his game overall. But I definitely think he's more superb running on the front or fighting on the front foot. Lara hurt. I know Earl can. I mean, I think at most points of fights, more fighters get hurt than we know. Some like Danny Garcia and Triple G have got good poker faces. But I think Charlo is an explosive athlete, Jamel, and I think I got love for Jerry Swift Hurd, man. But I think he'll box Jerry Swift Hurd ass up, man. That's just my opinion on that, man. That's my opinion on that, man. And who you rolling with, Jamal or Derevyanchenko? That's a tough fight. I thought Derevyanchenko beat Torian Johnson, was it? I don't know about that. I can't give you a definitive answer because I got a lot of respect for Derevyanchenko. That's a good pick'em fight in my opinion. Basically, the Charlos are so well-rounded with great jab. Yeah, that's the one thing they got is a great jab. Lara got a great jab. He groomed them. Him and Ronnie Shields definitely groomed them, and they gave them the basic essentials that they needed. Good fundamentals to take you a long way in boxing. Jamel was the more boxing mover type. Now he added offense. Charlo was the power punching. Now he added defense. Now they becoming well circled. Now if they can take it on the jaw, and they as tough as they perceived to be, they're gonna be a tough out for everybody. A huge out. Jamal has the best jab in right since Vladimir Klitschko retired. Yeah, I like that. I like that one too. The way he drop it in there, he do have a really, really straight jab. I think Errol Spence's jab has a really good. That jab he showcased versus Lamont Peterson. Let me really simplify. That was great. I don't think Jamal is ready for Triple G. I mean, we didn't think a lot of people was ready. I didn't think Errol Spence was ready for Kell Brook, to be honest with you, even with the after the Triple G situation. How do we know if he is or ain't ready until he jump in there with him? Triple G ain't getting no younger. He ain't getting no younger. And the groundwork has been laid. The blueprint has been laid. Look at lazy ass. Nobody want to see that. But the blueprint has been laid for how to beat Triple G. All these fighters, Kell Brook laid the blueprint. Kassim Uma laid it early on. A lot of people didn't see that fight, but Triple G is way better than when he fought Kassim Uma is right now. But if you got a good jab, anything is possible in the sport of boxing. And Charlo got a good jab. He got size and height. He's not limited. Triple G can't just stick the jab in his face like he did with David Lemieux and Curtis Stevens and be in a safe haven and dominate the fight with a jab. That ain't gonna happen with a Charlo, and it didn't happen with a Danny Jacobs. He had to bring something else to the table. And Jamal Charlo, I don't know what he hitting it, what his power hitting for on the Richter scale, but I'm betting that he hits harder than Canelo, and he hits just as hard, if not harder, than Danny Jacobs. And the one thing that might make him more of a go-getter than Danny Jacobs, he don't know no better. Danny Jacobs, he done been stopped before, so at the end of the day, when you've been legitimately stopped with one punch, it's always in the back of your mind that the fight tentative. You will never be that offensive powerhouse that you once was. So in the back of your mind, you thinking like, you know what, this nigga can knock me out. Let me just stick behind my speed and do defensive circles. Charlo don't know that. Charlo gonna go in there and try to fill him out. He gonna know if he gotta box him, can he take the power? And he either gonna go out on his back or Triple G gonna go on his back, or it's gonna be a grueling fight. That's just what it is. What you know is Jamal will be able to punch through the target on Triple G since he doesn't move his head. Maximum test on 10. Yeah, you're right. He not gonna punch it at the target. He gonna punch through the target. Punch quote. He gonna punch through it. Danny Jacobs punching at it. Only time I really remember off the top of the head, Danny Jacobs really punching through the targets when he put that hook combination together. I mean, yeah, Jacobs might drop him. That's another good one. BJ Slugs, beats. Yeah, he might drop him because we don't know if Jamal Charlo has an elite chin. We don't know. We know Jamel got somewhat of a chin. He took some punishment for Vanez. Vanez isn't the biggest puncher, but that was 3 years ago. Jacobs can't deal with the jab after all these years. Yeah, that's basic shit, man. So lucky, jab and his right hand basically won him the fight, in my opinion. Not sure why people pumping Jeff Horn up. Really lost to Pacquiao. Crawford should destroy him. Because Jeff Horn is something that Terence Crawford ain't fought. Jeff Horn might be the toughest that Crawford fought because of the size, the power, and his dirtiness. I don't think you can't definitively say that, he lost to Pacquiao. Fuck no. He was in there winning some rounds versus Pacquiao. Teddy Atlas ain't gonna fool me. Jeff Horn was doing some good ass work versus Pacquiao. And this is Crawford coming up in weight. And he got a dirty, rugged style. I expect Bud to punish him, but I don't think it's gonna be this domination from round one and whenever it ends. Horn gonna have his time. But I expect Crawford to punish him though. I do. All that shit he been talking, but he might catch Crawford, man. I can see Crawford getting dropped in this fight. If Horn is able to do that dirty shit he been doing, but if not, Crawford gonna get off in that ass though. I'm pretty sure about it. Well, I don't know if the power is really legit though, because he knocked out Highland with a hurt knee, and Hugo already was knocked out by Saluki. Yeah, but Saluki didn't knock out. He didn't knock out Hugo. Saluki didn't knock out Hugo Centennial Jr. Hugo Centennial Jr. was on his feet. The ref, it was a technical knockout. Hugo Centennial Jr. didn't hit the canvas though. And Sebastian Highland, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, though. I mean, I can't say what was wrong with the guy knee. I heard Abel Sanchez say that's just the way the nigga fight. I don't know. I just think Triple G is ripe for the taking. Yeah, a lot of people think this physically, and then now people not scared of him no more. And I don't think nobody was ever really scared of him. It was just the money factor and what they was portraying him to be. Jacobs trying so hard to KO the last opponent, so doesn't have proper setup. Yup. But I give him a pass because when you fight in front of your hometown fans, it's a different scenario. He wanted to knock out bad in front of his family and friends and his Brooklyn natives. Hey, Vanez hurt Triple G. That was crazy. See, I didn't even watch that fight, man. I keep hearing people say that Vanez hurt Triple G. Triple G might have took some punishment in Canelo Alvarez fight. No matter, it ain't no telling what Ivan Drago, the Mexican Ivan Drago, was taking. And then the Danny Jacobs fight was a tough fight on him as well. And then Kell Brook hurt him as well too. So he's been taking more punishment now that he's stepping up in the class of fighter. He will, I think, would be a great fight. Earl versus Lubin. Let Lubin rest. He just came off a win. He talking like he tough. He need to take it easy and build himself back up the right way. The ref asked Horn what Horn did he want to stop the fight at the 9th round. He did, and they was gonna stop that motherfucker though. Pacquiao still ain't no joke, man. Beat the shit out of Bradley and what's kid name? He beat the shit out of Bradley and Jesse Vargas. I said Jesse Horn. So Pacquiao ain't just no dog shit. He still got it a little bit. Spence will be a plus 30 by the time he fights Lubin. I always said Lubin would defeat him. I don't know, man. Not that Lubin. I mean, not if he don't get his senses back together. Crawford lacks defense. That is my concern. Yeah, he does. He has closed that hole up in his defense, though. And this was the debate we was having on Facebook about the defensive woes of Crawford. People were saying, "Oh, he just takes chances." That's the code word for that motherfucker ain't got no defense. Oh, he just takes chances. He more offensive. I know it's on tape that Crawford got hit with a lot of overhand rights. It's the boxing clinic, THA, boxing clinic, the Ensign, and more. You go any one of my videos other than this one right now, and the link is in the description. You'll see it. It's always in the description. But other than this video. But Crawford got hit with a lot of overhand rights versus Felix Diaz. Hank Lundy landed some nice right hands on him. Derry John landed some nice hands on him. Thomas Delorme was landing some nice punches on him. And then again, when he fought bigger opponents like Victor Postal, he ran. Ray Beltran, he moved a lot too. He did. Ray Beltran and Victor Postal, he moved a lot versus them. He didn't play bully ball up. He wasn't on the front foot versus Ray Beltran and Victor Postal. I remember those fights. I watched them. Lubin punch drunk. I can't. Yeah. Let me know if you can't. This in the comment section. I'll send you a link if you can't find it. Crawford needs to work on his defense. Yeah, I said read that. You underrate Lubin over a fight a year. I'm just saying. I just want to see the young guy Lubin build himself back up. You know, I want to see him do it properly. Then we can. I'm not saying that he won't be Earl Spence, or we will, because I had him ranked as a prospect better than Earl Spence. And I knew when he took that Jamal Charlo fight, it was too early for him. Crawford pulled straight back with his chin exposed way too much. Yeah, he do. He didn't kind of close a lot of those deficiencies that he had going on, but he do pull it back too much. He do some amateurish things and some defensive issues. And a lot of guys like in Boa and Beltran and Hank Lundy and a lot of them guys wasn't able to touch him because they didn't have the length and the height. He had a big height and length advantage over some of them light and junior welterweights. And welterweight, he won't enjoy that. You know, he won't be longer and taller and bigger than and rehydrated, be bigger than most of those guys. That won't be the issue. He really gonna have to step his finesse game up. He gonna have to be a skillful boxer, or he gonna have to just bank on being stronger and tougher and brutally a bigger puncher, or just as big a puncher at 35 and 40 at 147 with the weight gain. Monroe, Curtis Anderson. Hold on. Boxing clinic. Lubin and J-Rock would be a good fight. Yeah, but not right now for Lubin. He don't need that fight. He needs some more soft touches to end the year. He needs 2 more soft touches to end the year out. Come back next year versus a guy like Lima Williams, and then come back versus J-Rock next year. That's my plan for him, and then step it up after that. Earl Spence will knock Crawford shit to pieces fighting with no defense. Yeah. Black Fight Fan got a bet with one of his coaches, Brian McIntyre Bomac. Well, not a bet. They got an agreement. I can't call it a bet. It's an agreement they got. The money goes to the whoever, you know. Black Fight Fan got Earl and Bomac. He went out to Black Fight Fan went out to Bomac gym, and you know, the money goes to whatever gym they want to support. The winner wants to support. So that's a good cause for the gym. Earl Spence and Sean will be a classic. Both come forward. Yeah, it'll be a good fight, but we know what's gonna happen. I heard Earl Spence already dog walked Sean. Yep, Sean acknowledged that he sparred with Earl. His daddy didn't want to say that. They sleeping on Horn, CJ. I'm telling you, Bull strong and type fast. Yeah. Horn is pretty solid, but I think it's gonna be closer than what people think. I think it's gonna be a good fight, and that's why I'm paying the $5 to see the fight. But yeah, we're gonna be back on later. I got a video coming up about Devin Haney and Mason Menard, I think his name is. So be on the lookout for that. It ain't no predictions because I couldn't find enough footage on Mason Menard, and obviously for Devin Haney. Obviously, get back from under here. Come on, Devin Haney. For Devin Haney, it ain't enough. He ain't never had no network camera, so it's all like Dante taping the fight with his camera, or Ellie sat back taping some of his fights with the camera. So yeah, you got to roll with Spence versus Crawford in that fight. Earl being the bigger puncher. Yeah, we don't know if Crawford might gain some power as well too. He was walking around at 177, dog. So he got some power. He might got some power. Earl breaks down Sean's body, finish upstairs. I can see that. Yeah, Menard got stopped by Beltran, but I seen Menard knock some niggas out with one punch. I don't know how good the fighter was. I pray Devin ain't all hype. Devin better pray he ain't all hype, because he got a lot of promoters waiting to sign him though. But other than that, we about to sign out. I'm about to get my dog in this little car and shit. So we about to go find something to eat. My daughter about to feed him. Get out. Get in, I mean. Yeah, this is a Devin Haney moment of truth. And Mason Menard been talking a lot of shit. But like I said, I'm gonna drop that video when it's upload after 30 minutes. YouTube been bullshitting on the uploads and the processing. So yeah, it's on Showbox tomorrow night. Remember, he was supposed to be on Showbox back in February, I think, versus the dude from the Philippines, but he couldn't get a visa, so they scrapped that shit. But we'll be back.